Yes, hello and hello, all blessings and greetings to the global community of Tiashin. So my name is Otiamono, coming to you live from Central Nigeria. It's always a pleasure to be with you. I hope you're fine and well. TACC is always going up here, and I'll always remind you that it's a good time to be alive. This is one of the best times to be alive in human history, and was one of the worst times to be alive. However, before you realize the opportunity, are you choosing life or are you choosing death? As for we in TACC, we decided to choose life because crypto is life. Crypto is true freedom. Crypto is abundance. Crypto is power back to the people. Crypto is God's way of reaching out to his people, his children, to put wealth directly into their hands. Crypto is taking our power back. You know, crypto is taking our power back, the power that we've given to other people to help us manage. We have taken that power back, and a lot of us don't understand how the economy or how the banking system works, and that is why one great man in the USA said, if ordinary people know how banking works, there will be a revolution the next morning. So what has crypto come to do? What is this crypto? What has it come to do? How can it liberate people? Before now, um people, if you go and if you deposit money in your bank, what the bankers do simply is this: they lend your money to people, okay, and these people use this money to trade, to do business, and in turns they get, not you that went and deposit your money in the bank, okay. Listen carefully, it's not you that deposit the bank that get interest when banks use your money to do business. It is the banks that end up having the interest. Okay. So, and at the end of the day, there was you that goes to the bank and keep your money in the bank, they end up taxing you. Maintenance charges, ATM charges, SMS, and all sort of hidden charges. Sometimes we just wake up and your your something will be deducted from your bank account. Okay, so these are the ills that the banks have been perpetuating on people. It's not any rocket science. These guys use your money. Just like now, let's say you have $50,000, okay, and you have it in your house. You can easily use this money to go and buy. Let me use Nigeria as an example, because in Nigeria, the one of the states that produce the most yams is Benue State. So now let's say you're in Benue State and you have $50,000. Okay, what you simply do is that in another part of Nigeria, which is known as Katsina State, in Katsina State, yam is very costly there. It's very, very costly. If a tuber of yam in Benue State costs 200 naira, a tuber of yam in Katsina State can cost 600 or even 800 naira. So now let's say you have $50,000 and you decide to buy trucks of yam, okay, at the worth of $50,000, and then you ship this or you transport this yam to Katsina State and sold one tuber for 800 naira. You end up making, from $50,000, you end up making $100,000 to even $150,000. So these are the things that the bank do with your money. They trade on it, they do business with it. At the end of the day, you get nothing. They will end up still charging you. So what and sometimes it's not always that you need your money that you get it. Sometimes when you go to the bank, you hear they will tell you that the network is down. In China recently, people go to the bank to withdraw money, but there was no money. In Nigeria, there's a limit on how much you can even withdraw. Okay, so it's not and one of the disadvantages of keeping your money in the bank is this: the government can wake up one day and just decide not to allow you withdraw your money. Because and there's nothing, the money in your bank is not your money. It's just a representation of your money, but it's not really your money. If the government can decide to freeze your account any day, and there's nothing, highest you end up engaging the services of lawyers. But at the end of the day, they'll end up wasting your time, wasting your resources, and there's nothing you can do about it. And banking system is centralized. You don't own it. You don't own it's just the money being made in the banking sector is centralized. You don't own the money. The money belongs to a few. How many of you know that the central banks around the world are not owned by government? They are private entities, just like people that um pay for money in tax to those foundation members, those of us at the foundation that paid money for foundation members. Okay, that is the same way people are buying shares in your central banks owned by individuals. The real people that control the world economy are not, you won't see them on TV. So what crypto is here to liberate us, like to give us total freedom. Nobody can freeze your crypto account. Nobody can freeze and take hold of your crypto account. Okay. And if you keep your $40,000 in the bank, okay, in the next 5 years, it's only going to remain that way. In fact, it's going to even reduce in value. Let's say you have $40,000 in your bank account. In the next 5 years, you let's say now a bag of rice, for example, costs 10,000 naira or $10,000, and you have $40,000 in your bank account. In the next 5 years, that 10,000 or $40,000 will not be able to buy you that same bag of rice. It will reduce in value. For example, again, those who will have kept $500 in their bank account in 2009, okay, today, that $500 will have reduced drastically. They will have even charged you for maintenance. They will charge you for fees. And at the end of the day, what that $500 will be able to buy you will not be much. However, let's say those who bought $500 of Bitcoin in 2010, today they'll be 100 times richer. Today they'll be 100 times richer. You know why? When you crypto, always it goes up and down, but eventually it goes up and it gives you more value for your money. $500 worth of crypto in 2010 can be, let's say, having can give you, let's say, 1,000 Bitcoin. Okay, in 2009, 2010, $500 will have given you, like, for example, uh, 1,000 Bitcoin. Okay, now in 2022, it will have given you thousands of dollars. Now, people that kept their monies in the bank, Mr. A keeps his money in the bank and Mr. B keeps his Bitcoin. But let's say Mr. A uses his $500 and bought use let me I'm just missing the words. Okay, let's say Mr. A had $500, okay, and he keeps it in the bank because he's afraid of investing, he's afraid to take risk, he's afraid of losing his money. And Mr. B said, no, I don't want to keep my money in the bank. Let me buy crypto and keep. Okay. 10 years later, Mr. B is going to be 10 times or even 100 times wealthier than Mr. A, who decided to just keep his money in the bank. This is the same scenario that is playing in TACC. Those of you that are in TACC, those of you that have just bought TACC, okay, for example, in the new group that Dr. Boas added me, where members are where educated members and they're beginning to buy TACC. Few years to come, the TACC that you've bought now, okay, the TACC that you've bought now will give you more value than keeping that money you have kept in your bank. We need to educate ourselves. We need to know how this system works. Okay, so let's say you have 10,000 naira now. In the next, with the way inflation is going, in the next 5 years, that 10,000 naira is going to worth less, not just less. It's going to buy only few goods. And trust me, Nigerian banks, that 10,000 naira is likely to come back to 8,000 naira because they will be deducting a lot of charges from it. But those of you that will buy TACC and hold 10,000 naira worth of TACC, let's say 10,000 naira, 10,000 TACC now, 50 or 100 TACC, for example, in the next 5 to 10 years, one TACC can be trading at $10,000. You'll be 100 times richer. Look, crypto as a seed has already been planted. It is catching fire now. It is germinating. We need to understand. And guess what? The money is completely under your control. In the crypto space, if you have 10,000, even $100,000, it's completely under your control. Nobody can wake up one day and then seize it. But having $100,000 in crypto, in fiat money or in paper money, okay, government can freeze it up, and government can even say they want to use that money for something, like in the Second World War. Adolf Hitler said he wanted to. He called the German civil servant and he said he want to use part of some of their money to buy arms, okay, and he won't be paying them for some times, okay, and he seized their money. In the crypto world, nothing like that will happen. Nobody will seize your money, okay, and do not keep your money in things that will keep on depreciating. The script says, mm, I tend to forget, but let me. I won't. I tend to forget the exact thing, but I think I'll paraphrase. But this is basically what it's saying, that do not keep your monies where where insect can easily go in and eat it up. This is a sad cases of fiat currency where moth and insect will go and eat them up. But rather keep your money in a place that will be safe, that will be free from corruption. That is cryptocurrency. Okay, so this is what is saying. Everywhere you go, you in the script has so many wealth principles. In crypto, your money is hedged against inflation. Just this year, just the beginning of this year, the naira was trading around 4 to 500 500 to the dollar. As I speak to you now, it's trading 700. Things are going high in price. Not and this is not just happening to the naira, it's happening to the US dollar. The US dollar is witnessing its all-time low. It's not just happening to the US dollar, it's happening to euro, it's happening to the Great British pounds. In fact, all the international currencies, fiat currencies that are being used to trade internationally are facing the heat of inflation as I speak to you now. So it is dangerous for us to keep our monies in fiat currency, in paper money. And those of us who are in TACC now, the founding members, we must understand the times we are in. We are early. Like, if it's, I'll compare TACC to a school, a secondary school, for example. If TACC was a secondary school, I would say um we are in class two now. Yes, we are in class two. If TACC is a secondary school, we are in class two. So we are still at the very much beginning, and we are lucky we understand, we know, we have come across this cryptocurrency now. For me, seriously, to be honest, I don't longer have fear of how I'm going to make money in life because it is right in front of me. TACC, crypto. TACC give me hope of becoming the millionaire and billionaire that I've dreamt of becoming, and it will happen. It will happen. The only thing I consider now is time. Time should be our best friend. Time should be our best friend. Patience should be our watchword. We must be patient and must know that the times we are in now calls for a total different kind of mindset, a mindset of being patient and building. We can't just be patient, we must be patient and must continue to build. So if you are investing in cryptocurrency now, you have the same opportunity that if you are investing in cryptocurrency now, you are at the same level that Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, uh, Jeff Bezos, and all these billionaires. We are in the same stage they were when the internet first gave birth. You are in that same position they were. Do not think of yourself as low. You are kings and queens. You are wealthy people. Your very nature is abundance. Abundance is your birthright. Poverty is a sin. Crypto is what will do it for us. Okay? We must continue to have that abundant mindset because we must see it in our mind before we'll be able to manifest it. And we must not be in crypto with our mind. We must be in crypto with our hearts. If you follow crypto with your mind, you will will be always frustrated, you will be always angry, and you will always be impatient. But if you follow crypto with your heart, you will know the times we are in, and you will know that it takes patience, it takes perseverance to build this kind of a gigantic force that we're trying to build in TACC. So thank you very much. I hope you find value to this broadcast. Please endeavor to subscribe so that whenever I come live, you're able to see me, because information is power. Okay, and continue to like and subscribe because it gives YouTube algorithm to make this video go fast so that people will watch and get enlightened, okay, and become part of our community. So thank you very much. That continues to go up here. Peace.